Welcome back to Blacken Beet Bike Update, the channel where we bring you the latest updates, reviews, and deep dives into the world of two wheels. Today we are taking a close look at a machine that has always been a little different, a little quirky, and a lot of fun. This is the 2026 Honda Zoomer X. A scooter that has evolved far beyond its playful origins, blending futuristic design cues, practical engineering, and Honda's reputation for reliability. If you've ever thought scooters were all the same, this one is built to prove you wrong. So let's take a deep dive into every detail. At first glance, the new Zoomer X doesn't just stand out, it demands attention. The front end has been completely reimagined with a bolder, more aggressive look. The unique skeleton styling remains a signature element, but it's been sharpened with LED headlights that feel more like a piece of modern architecture than a scooter's face. The exposed framework carries that raw, industrial aesthetic, but Honda has managed to polish it just enough that it looks premium rather than stripped down. The inverted front forks give it a sporty stance, and the chunky 12-inch wheels emphasize stability and strength, making the front end feel planted and confident, even before you start it up. Moving over to the side view, the Zoomer X continues to be unlike anything else in its category. That open underseat space is still there, a distinctive design decision that Honda hasn't abandoned, and it doubles as a practical place for carrying gear with a rugged, urban twist. The lines are sharper and more sculpted compared to earlier versions, with panels that feel like they've been designed by someone who spent just as much time in a streetwear store as in an engineering lab. The flat floorboard adds convenience, giving you room to carry bags, while the low step-through design makes it super accessible. The side profile also highlights the updated graphics, cleaner edges, and overall futuristic theme Honda seems to be leaning toward for the 2026 model year. Around the back, the character continues. The taillight cluster is slimmer, sleeker, and fully LED, completing the modern lighting package. The minimalistic rear fender hugs the wheel tightly, giving it a sport bike-inspired attitude. Even though this is a scooter at heart, there's no excess here, no extra plastic cladding or bulky design choices. It's simple, futuristic, and functional. Honda clearly wants the Zoomer X to maintain that youthful, rebellious personality, while still delivering the practicality that makes scooters popular in crowded cities. Now let's get into what matters most at the heart of the machine. The 2026 Honda Zoomer X is powered by Honda's enhanced ISP Plus engine. While final numbers haven't been fully confirmed at the time of this review, the base is expected to be a 110cc, single-cylinder, air-cooled, fuel-injected motor. Honda's focus here is efficiency and smoothness, with performance tuned for stop-and-go city riding. The CVT automatic transmission makes it effortless to ride. Twist the throttle and you're off and no gears to think about. Just pure simplicity. The engine might not sound like much on paper, but what the Zoomer X lacks in displacement it makes up for in refinement. Honda's PGM5 fuel injection ensures consistent throttle response, better fuel economy, and reduced emissions. This bike isn't about raw horsepower, it's about making your commute or your weekend ride playful and stress-free. When it comes to performance, the Zoomer X is not meant to compete with larger displacement scooters or motorcycles, but it shines in its own category. The 12-inch wheels give it agility in tight corners, and the inverted front fork along with rear monoshock suspension provides stability and comfort even on uneven city streets. The lightweight body hovering around 104 kilograms makes it easy to maneuver, especially in heavy traffic. Braking duties are handled by a front disc and a rear drum setup, which is more than adequate for its size and speed. Riders will find themselves cruising comfortably at city limits with the ability to zip past slower vehicles when needed. It's not a highway cruiser, but in the urban jungle, the Zoomer X feels right at home. Fuel economy is another highlight. With Honda's efficient engine management, the Zoomer X is expected to deliver excellent mileage, potentially above 50 km per liter depending on riding style and conditions. Combine that with a fuel tank capacity of just over 4 liters, and you've got a scooter that will keep you riding for days before needing a refill. This makes it not just fun, but also practical for daily use. For younger riders, students, or even seasoned commuters looking for a no-fuss second ride, It ticks a lot of boxes. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the price. While official global pricing is still being finalized, early reports from Southeast Asian markets such as Thailand suggest a starting figure around 56,000 Thai baht, which translates to just under $1,600 US. In the Philippines, prices traditionally land between 86,000 to 93,000 pesos. Of course, these numbers can shift depending on taxes, availability, and optional trims, but the Zoomer X has always been positioned as an affordable, stylish scooter that delivers way more character than its price tag suggests. Expect similar value when it officially rolls out in other regions. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Honda Zoomer X is still the rebel in Honda's lineup. It's not trying to be the fastest, it's not trying to be the biggest, and it's definitely not trying to be conventional. Instead, it offers something many scooters don't: personality. It's a head-turner, a conversation starter, and at the same time, it's a reliable Honda that you can trust for your daily rides. The futuristic design, efficient engine, and accessible pricing make it a great option for those who want practicality with a side of fun. Whether you're a young rider entering the world of two wheels or someone who just wants a unique city commuter, the Zoomer X deserves a spot on your radar. And that wraps up our review of the 2026 Honda Zoomer X. If you enjoyed this detailed look and want to see more updates on the newest bikes hitting the streets, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Blacken Beet Bike Update, and ring the bell so you never miss our latest uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments. So what do you think about the futuristic new look of the Zoomer X? Would you ride it, or is it too wild for you?